I guess we are live. That's how everything works. Welcome to my first live stream. Yeah, let me quickly explain what I'm doing. So basically, I kind of struggle to make time for like my hobby projects because I'm kind of like focused on working on the app a lot. And I also don't find time to work on oh my gosh, that's bad. To work on YouTube videos. It takes a lot of time to make YouTube videos, as it turns out. Like, you have to prepare everything, you have to kind of like make the thing you want to make a video about, you have to record everything, you have to cut everything, and yeah, it takes a lot of time. And that's kind of like why I'm not really focused on creating this content for my YouTube channel, which I kind of wanted to. But yeah, now it's basically just the app announcements and a couple of tutorials, but I also haven't made one of those in quite some time. So yeah, my idea was like, let's see if we can kind of combine them and force myself to have a little bit of a schedule. And I have a project coming up. So this is my new second printer soon, which is a Voron 0.2. And the idea is basically that I build it on stream. So I basically have a stream every week, often most likely Sunday, like today's Saturday, but that's kind of like more like a test run than anything else. And yeah, just build on stream, see how it goes, what I enjoyed it, and then hopefully kind of build a habit around that. And I just like said, like maybe like 3, 4, 5 hours every Sunday to work on some 3D printing projects and stream them. Let's see how it goes. It's a super makeshift setup. I just, yeah, kind of like low effort trying to see if this works for me. I'm also still a little bit sick. You most likely can hear it. I actually wanted to do this last weekend, got sick, and yeah, nothing happened. So here we are. So basically what this is, let me switch to my super fancy overhead camera. This is the 0.2 kit from LDO, which is pretty new. I had to pre-order this and it arrived last week. And yeah, for the people who don't know, like Voron is like a community designed printer. So it's not really like a company. It's not a company offering those kits or anything. It's just like a bunch of people coming together to design printers. And over the last years, basically, companies started creating kits for those printers. So initially you kind of self-sourced everything. So you just had like a BOM, bill of material, list of parts. And you just went to AliExpress and like different resellers and just like bought all the individual bits and pieces, which was a lot of work, of course. And you're also like paying through the nose because like it's quite expensive to buy like 50 screws of something. But then like buying like 1,000 of the same screw is much cheaper per piece. Now I already noticed my voice is dying, so that's really fun. Okay, so this being said, so this is a kit, and today we'll basically just like see what's in the box. We will unpack it. Maybe it's interesting if somebody considers buying this specific kit because yeah, it's quite new. So hopefully somebody gets some insights what's in the box. I'm actually quite excited. Like I refrained from opening this because I wanted to open it on camera. I was sitting here for like a week, I guess, almost. And I'm not sure if you can hear it in the background, but like I'm printing all the parts. So this does not include the 3 printed parts you need to assemble the printer. It's only the mechanical parts. Let me open this. Very tiny space here. Wait. We need this anymore. Just make a bit of a mess. Let's just put it up there. That makes it easier. So here we are. Very important packing material on top. this on the pile. And documents inside. Very, very interesting. This looks like a packing list. Yes. Packing list and a metal thing. Has a serial number, interesting. Okay, so this is like a little plaque. I guess you can glue it to your printer. It's like 230324, so it seems to be like the production date, and it's number 2360. It's kind of my interpretation. So it's like saying that they produced like over 2,000 of those kits, quite a bit. And what do we have here? It's like a Chinese good luck charm, I guess. It looks nice. There's something inside as well. Let me open it. Oh, the ruler. Very nice. It's just a metal ruler with engravings, which is nice. It looks very nice. I guess you can also like hang it decoratively somewhere. That's a nice touch. Let's put this to the side. And there's more stuff in there. Okay, some stickers. Stickers are always welcome. But that's it for this one. Let me just put this back inside. Just to keep a little bit of order here. Okay. Let's put this to the side. Cool. Then I guess that's the heart of it. Let's start with this section, which is the hot end. So it's the Revo hot end with the ceramic heater core and the quick change nozzles, which go in like this. It's very nice that like comes with like two different nozzle sizes right off the bat. I think it's like 0.4 and 0.6 is the blue one. That's cool. Very nice. This is definitely a welcome touch. Actually, I was like considering buying the 0.6 myself. So it's nice that it just comes in a box. By the way, the music is completely random. Like I just downloaded like music from YouTube's free, license-free music collection. It's just like 30 songs and it's just running loop. I'm very sorry. Just wanted to keep like the general like effort reload for the stream, just like to see if this works for me. That's it. These are all the panels. Very nice effect. So it's like three big acrylic panels, which are transparent. Two black ones, and then the smaller ones are for the top hat. Nice. Put it to the side for now. 0.2 upgrade kit. Ah, interesting. So I was wondering whether I get one of those or whether they like start producing the proper 0.2 kits, but basically this means that the rest of the kit out of this box is for Voron 0.1, so the previous version, and this is the 0.2 upgrade kit, which contains all the parts you need to convert the 0.1 to 0.2. So basically just like had the base kit, and yeah, this is just the upgrade kit. So these are for the top hat then, which was like 3D printed in 0.1 version, and now for 0.2 version it's like aluminum extrusion top hat basically. Yeah, I went for the gray color scheme. This will be, I think, very nice. The overall color scheme, yeah, it's quite boring. Some people go all out with their colors. I just went with black for the base color and red for the accent. The reason is like I basically picked my material first, like the ABS I wanted to use, which was the Form Futura Titan X. And the colors for the like materials quite limited. Like they have black, gray, white, red, blue. I think it's kind of already it. But I went with red, which is like super classic. But yeah, I kind of like the classic black and red color scheme. So I'm not too sad about that. Okay. Yeah, it's just manage your cables in the back. No, nothing fancy. Off to the sides, linear rail kit. Nice. Okay. Those are mounts to be slided into the aluminum extrusions to mount the linear rails. And this kit comes with 4 LDO rails, which are used for X, for Y and Z, and 1 original Highwind linear rail, which is used for the X-axis. So this one is supposed to be more precise, or like have less wiggle, higher preloads, the technical term, I guess. So yeah, for X, it's always good to have a better one. Yeah, it's nice. It's like just like funny, like seeing it in person, it looks so much smaller than it actually. Like online, it looks bigger than it actually is at first. Like this is like so tiny. I'm kind of like starting to realize how small the printer will be. The build volume is only 12 by 12 centimeters, which is really small, but kind of like a feature rather than a bug for me, because I don't have too much space. So I want to have 2 printers. I want to have 1 Marlin printer and 1 Clipper printer, just to like play around with the different systems. So having like a small one is actually quite nice. So I have now my Ender 3 Pro, which has the bigger build volume, runs Marlin, and then like I will have the V0 for all the small parts on Clipper. Let's see, build plate and parts. Yeah, speaking of build plate, this is the build plate. The drag chain for X, that looks like the thermistor, bed thermistor. We have 3 springs, so the bed is basically mounted on 3 points instead of like 4 points, what like most of the Ender and Ender clones have. And I saw that this bed is really nice. Yeah, that's all there is. A very tiny bed. It's a chunky boy. Like it's 1 centimeter aluminum. It's really thick. And this kit comes with a very nice heater, which is like almost to the edge, pre-applied. And basically in the middle of the thermistor should go in, I guess. Yeah, that's a nice touch. Yeah, and that's the thermal switch, I guess, or is the fuse? Not sure. But basically if the bed goes over 135 degrees, this will like cut power to the bed, which is a nice feature. Stick. That's the build plate. It's like powder coated PI, double-sided. I like the little red accent here. It will fit nicely for my build. Let's just go down the stack here. It's already the bottom. Fasteners, tool, and miscellaneous. Double-sided tape, I guess. I saw in the manual that you use it for the power supply. Here are some tools. Nothing special, just like some Allen wrenches. Interesting colors, like this one is like a little bit reddish. If you can see it on camera. Little red tint. Never saw that. The others seem to be black. What I am excited for is this one, which is a heatset insert tool for your. Basically, it's a tip for a soldering iron, and you can use it to push in the heatset inserts, which is really nice. I didn't have one of those. I always did it with like the normal soldering tip, and it was kind of like quite a mess sometimes because like when you push the heatset insert in, basically metal expands, and then the heatset insert gets stuck on the soldering tip. And you pull out the soldering tip, like you pull the heatset insert out with it, which is really bad. Yeah, and with some magnets, I assume for the doors. M2x6 screws. These are so tiny. And yeah, that's just a fastener kit. I don't think I'll open it right now. And it looks like the feet. Yeah, let's keep the fasteners together. I think I'll have to go through a packing list and have to check off that everything that's supposed to be there is there. But I'll do it later. That's next. Tool height and motion. And so we have a very short piece of Capricorn tubing. Yeah, it's bloody. That's most like for the two bearings, for the extruder. This printer has a direct drive extruder in the tool head. One tech ears for the extruder. Oh god, what's this? Set screws. Pre-applied thread locker. Very tiny screws. Let's not lose them. It's nice. It's like the tensioner for the extruder with a little LDO logo on top. Mr. Works bearings to run the belts. Pulleys to run the belts. Some screws, which they're not in the fastener box, and our belt, which do read gates power fill. So hopefully they're authentic, but I guess for the LDO kits it should be all like authentic parts and high quality. And some more set screws. Nice. It's a lot of parts. Like I'm kind of like curious to see how it kind of like all comes together over time. Nah, power cord. I think that's really interesting. Yeah, it's just a normal EU plug. Nothing fancy here. There's like a million of those lying around already. You can never have enough. Looks like a power supply. So this printer comes with a Morrison power supply. I heard good things about it, so let's see if it holds up. I'm super happy with the power supply on my Ender 3 Pro. I'm powering like way more of it than just the printer, like it's the Raspberry and the lights and everything. This one is 200 watts, so it also should have like a little bit of like power reserve. for like extra things to add in the future. Umbilical. So these are custom cables of PCBs, which are meant to connect the tool head to the main board. So basically there's a breakout board on the back of the tool head, which here. Yeah, tool head PCB and frame PCB. So basically there are two custom PCBs. Yeah, this one's a tool head. So this basically goes on the back of the tool head, and like your hot end and everything is plugged in here. And then this one cable basically goes out to the how do you call it? Frame PCB. Just this one here. Use any of those things and electrical components. I have no clue. Looks like a resistor. No, it's a fuse. It's a fuse. 7. It reads 7A, so it should be a fuse. Okay, and this is then basically on the frame of the printer. And that's the connector to the tool head. Yeah, it looks really like fancy. Nice. Ah yeah, and there's the fuse. So they basically just give you like a separate spare fuse, which is always welcome. But hope we don't need it. But in case we do, this tool head. I have no clue what this is. Yeah, we'll find out. Oh, ADXL pi hat. So most likely to supply the pi with power. I know that the pi is powered from the umbilical PCB. And yeah, more screws. Let's quickly look into the cable bag. Power cable with ferrule connectors. This looks like the cable to connect the main board with the power supply. A very short and cheap looking USB to USB-C cable. Extruder stepper cable. It looks really long. Like for direct drive extruder where you have a tool head board, this looks like awfully long. Let's see what this is up. Tiny serial cable. I think this one is for the acceleration sensor. The tool head board has acceleration sensor like built in, but I know you have to run a separate wire if you want to use it for input shaping. Yeah. Just put this on. Oh yeah, and this is the cable to connect. It's printed with the PCB, so it's like it's really nice. That's just the audio. Cable's back. Trying to keep it a little bit organized because so many parts and I don't wanna lose anything. Yeah, electronics and wiring. Nice. Yeah. Start with the start of the show. That's the main board. It's also like really tiny. One look into it. Inside it's nice. Oh, it has also like a LDO marking. Interesting. This is a really tiny mainboard. I just installed SKR Mini E3 V3 in my Ender. The old mainboard had some issues. And this looks like a miniature version of that with some red segments. So yeah, I love it. Very nice. Just back in here. Oh, nice. Comes with a, that's unexpected, with a little SD card. That's nice. Some screws. I have no clue what this is. Print a steppy. Okay, I'll need to look into this. I have no clue what a steppy is. Zip ties, that's always nice. Longer bottom tubing. So this one will be going from the tool head to the spool, whereas the other one is like for the internal connection between the extruder and the hot end. Yeah, just a power thing. And little heatsink. And really tiny fans. I only realized like 2 weeks ago or something, there's like 30 by 30 millimeters fans. Like it's not 40 by 40 like other printers use, or like most printers use. It's 30 by 30, so they're really tiny. They are LDO branded. So let's see how good they are. What is missing here is a Raspberry Pi. So this kit doesn't come with a Pi, which sucks, but yeah, it's understandable for the current situation, I guess. But I was hunting for some time, and I managed to get a hold on a brand new Raspberry Pi. Interestingly enough, it's the 1 GB model, which I thought that they stopped making like 3-4 years ago, but like seemingly started production again. Yeah, pretty nice. Like this one was only 45 euros, so it's like the kind of the retail price, which is very nice. If you live in the Benelux region, Kiwi Electronics has Raspberry Pis on stock regularly, and they also like pre-announce on the webpage when the next batch will be in stock. So if you need the Raspberry, set alarm at Kiwi, and yeah, they're only selling one per person, which is great, I guess. But if you need one for a reasonable price, that's where I got this one, and I also got the Raspberry Pi 01, but also like for 19 euros, so retail price. Cable kit. Nothing here. I guess it's just more cable. Oh, and right, that's just like tubing to wrap up cables, which is nice. Yeah, I feel like we saw this cable before. I'm not quite sure if they packed it twice. That's like, looks like what we need to connect the mainboard. It's also like labeled. Oh, they are all labeled. Nice. Like 24 volt in and to main PCB. Oh, maybe the other one was for the picobellical. Nice. Yeah. We have some end stops. The 0.2 version of the Voron 0 is actually sensorless for X and Y, and only uses the end stop for Z. I see we have them still in here, so like my guess is like they just kept the 0.1 kits rolling and just added like the upgrade kit as an extra on top. So we have a little bit more end stops than we need, but I mean, that is also fine. And let me put it back into the bag. That's a lot of cables for a small bag. Yeah, but I like that all the cables come like pre-crimped and pre-cut length. This will save so much time. And also like you don't need as much things, right? Like for every like different connector, you need different crimping pliers and things. Complete madness. So you need a lot of tools if you want to crimp all your cables. The origami bat. So this one comes with a upgraded bat. Oh, nice. It's the same color as the frame, I think. Very light. So this will basically hold the bat. The stock 0.2 has like aluminum extrusions to hold the bat, but I heard that it's not super nice and a little bit painful to maintain, because like you can't like basically like remove it from the printing process, like screwed from behind and everything. But this one is nice, and similarly like it improves the stability of the bat, and you don't have to like level the bat all the time, which is always welcome. Up here. There's just a cable. I'll leave it in. Don't have to put it back in. It's like a little connector of some sorts. Small tiny PCB. Oh yeah, and that's the LED for the front of the bat. So that's basically like it's just a RGB LED, which is nice. And then we have two Vegio clamps. Those little. I just have to connect cables, always very handy. Yeah, that's the bat. Not much left. Not much left. Okay. What do we do next? Let's do the frame kit. Oh, you see it's like gray. That's like same what we saw for the top hat already, so these are like just aluminum extrusions. It's like also like it's 15 by 15, like not the typical 20 by 20 that other printers use. It's like really tiny. Yeah, I'll leave them in here, like that's just more of the same. I'll have to sort them and label them because they have different holes drilled into them already. So over here. And then the last one, motor kit. Yeah, here we have some labels for different motors. We have terminals to crimp, but they come pre-crimped. So I guess like if you want to change the wire length, you can, and you have the tools. Going back to that. You can crimp new connectors on the cables. Oh, that's for the bat. The anti-backlash nut. That's basically pressing the bat down. That you're like not having like play on the Z-axis. Let's see. This one is for the extruder. Little pancake. Like I really like the attention to detail with all the engravings and everything. It's like, it looks really nice. Then we have 2 times the same. Or they are heavy. A and B motors, so like that's X and Y basically. Also nice engravings. Just put them back in. And then we have another pancake motor for the Z-axis with a black Teflon lead screw, which is very nice. Nice. This looks really good. Put everything back in. Yeah, nice. I like it. That's like a very, very nice kit. Sort somewhere. And that's the bottom of the box already. It feels like we unpacked a lot, but that's all there is. Cool. Yeah, that's basically all I wanted to do. How long did this take? I don't see, 35 minutes. 35 minutes. Yeah, so that was my unboxing stream. I'll quickly like put everything back in while talking. So what's the plan? So basically, I'm already printing in the background my parts I need. I'm kind of halfway done, but I made it in the order I chose was really, really stupid. Because so the order I chose was really stupid because I basically printed like things like the gantry parts first. So I still have some stuff left to print. And I also only print the base color parts at the moment. I just want to get that done first. But I guess I won't print the skirts yet and the panel cut stuff. So my goal is first to like get the printer like printing, and then like I can add like all the nice things around. So basically I still have like at least today and tomorrow a little bit to print, and then I have to start printing the accent color parts in red. Actually, like the first part you need in the entire print is like the end block for the linear rails, and they are like in accent color, so I just don't have the first part yet I need. So yeah, I have to print a bit more, but I think by next weekend I want to start building the frame, which actually is like the part that like scares me the most. Not quite sure where it is, but I bought the engineering square to like make sure everything that I can check everything is square, but I'm a little bit scared because I don't have a good level surface. I'm not sure yet how to solve that. I kind of think about building on the side panel of my gaming PC, which is from tempered glass and should be like perfectly flat, but I also don't want to scratch up my side panel of my PC case. That would kind of suck. But nevertheless, I think I will go for that and just pay really close attention, not scratching. Yeah, so next week will be the frame, and let's get started with that project. So if I like the streaming thingy, and like so far it kind of works well, like I think it's fun. Like this one is not live, I'll publish it later, but just the test run is nice. If that works for me, and this project is done, then I basically have to plan on making more projects in the future and just like, yeah, every week just work on that, so that I force myself to just spend time on 3D printing projects, because the last 2 years I didn't spend that much time printing, which really sucks because I like it, but then like that always happens, and yeah, that's life. Cool. I guess that's it for today. Hope this helped somebody. Enjoy the rest of the weekend and see you next week.